Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, a Let's Play tutorial series. So one hidden, let's call it a feature for lack of a better word, that we found in the 1.5.6 branch that I am currently playing on. Companions die at an increased rate. I looked this up, and they could have died previously. In the last patch, they just die a lot more often now, which is interesting. I'm not really sure if I like it, but if you see in the options here, or I guess it would be in the campaign options, there is no slider for it to like reduce them dying. And of course, all of the difficulties were voted on by everybody at the start of this series. What I'm going to do to hedge against loss of companions and death and all that is just to roll around with a much bigger army. I think that will put me... Whoa, here we go. A bunch of my guys just got taken prisoner. Milos of Saralandia. Alright, let's see where he was. Or rather, Achios. Achios will tell me where they were. Alright. Achios was... where exactly? Oh, wow, it didn't... Okay, so they were very, very, very far away. It must have been an army trying to do army things or something. I'm not quite sure. So, let's go ahead and sell the gear we don't want, which is all of it that is not locked down. And we also have some prisoners to ransom off. By some, I mean like tons and tons of them. So what I'm going to try to do, I don't want to take my companions and put them into governor positions and non-combat positions. I don't think the patrons that I have would want that. I think they would tell me something along the lines of, it is better to die on your feet. And to that end, I will try to be cautious with them. As you can see in my party, all of my companions are 6 here. They're all set to 6s. So I can control them separately, which gives me a little bit of a way to keep them out of harm's way. Now the other thing is, there was a rather large army of Caladogs, and they're at Marathea. I'm going to actually force my army to go south. I think they're probably coming to Maranath or Sianyan. Uthlam Castle can go to Calatild. And we'll be on the lookout. Oh, there's Caladog's army. Perfect. Okay, we outnumber them nearly 2-1. It is definitely my fight to lose. One thing I'm going to do, this isn't a castle fight. You thought I'd forget, but I didn't, did I? Switch up my weapons. Bannerlord, charging in there to tie him up, and now we attack. So, keep in mind that my companions do die at increased rates.
Infantry! Get moving! Everyone! To me!
Let's try to figure out where to put everybody where they're going to be most effective. It looks, the terrain looks very rocky up ahead. Looks like there's some sort of, oh, there's a bridge. Ah.
Arrows! Onwards! Horsemen! Mounted soldiers!
All right. Well, a bridge is interesting.
Footmen! Forward! Footmen!
My troops are moving into position. He didn't even flinch. Alright, my sharpshooters are extraordinarily good. As you can see by the kill feed here, their troops are just, they're being rocked.
Infantry! Forward!
Alright, pushing up my infantry. Here comes their horses.
Riders, hit! Not a one breathing!
I wonder who this is. He looks like a vassal. If I could hit him, I would know. Builder. All right, so some of their cavalry got behind us, but that's my specialty. Keep using that shield, buddy. It's not going to do you any good. Where are you going? You lost?
Riders! Get moving! Infantry! Stay close!
Okay, I'm going to tell my companions to hold this bank so that
Move!
enemies can't use this area.
Soldiers!
Looks like my infantry are just absolutely clogging up that bridge. And my crossbowmen are just letting it go. I might try to line the crossbowmen up better. It's hard to put them down. I'm gonna have my other cavalry lock down. Actually,
Footmen!
they're fine.
Horses! Forward!
Okay, as long as my archers are launching, I think we're good, and they are.
Cavalry! Mounted archers! Get moving!
Alright, so we do have the east and the west locked down.
Horsemen!
And we're really not letting them cross, even though they keep trying. They really don't understand tactics, and I kind of love it.
Archers! Riders! Move! Horsebowmen!
Okay, I'm having the cavalry fill that gap, so they can't climb very easily. And we will just keep at it. Get out of here. You two. Oh, caught the very end of the blade there. Sickle through your face. You thought you sneaky, huh? You ain't. Alright, looks like we're gonna need a little bit more backup here. I'm not gonna call my companions over because then that leaves my right flank exposed. But I'm definitely making sure that they don't get a free pass here. I think given the terrain, arrows might be the name of the game for area suppression. Ow, I just got hit. But so did he. Okay, few cavalry did make it through. I really don't know how they get through that big mountain of infantry that I have. But I'm not letting their cavalry harass my reinforcements. That's just not going to happen. Alright. This west, or I don't know. There's no, I guess it's what, morning or night? It doesn't matter. I'm having my guys charge in. I'm going to have my companions stay here because risking them is not necessary. We are taking the bridge and we're taking the water. This is because the left side sort of fell, and the advantage of holding the choke point was reduced because all that the enemies had left were like archers, these sort of archers, and there's no point in holding a choke point with infantry when all you're doing is getting shot at by arrows. Oops, that was an ally. Alright, so far so good. So, I'm just having them line up and form a bit of a, I don't know, group. So it's not just one amorphous horde. And that might reduce some of our losses here. Two of my companions seem to be knocked out, though, already. Despite exercising caution. Up 3. Talon just got knocked out. I see it in the feed. And Trustin, too. That's another thing, is I can control my direct companions, but I cannot control my army leaders the same way. Okay, over here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, now that everyone's in a uniform group, we can ride on them together. You wanted to make it into an archery fight, that's fine. I accept. Just because we outnumber them 2-1 doesn't mean that they don't have a ton of reinforcements, continual reinforcements, so that's what we're looking at here. I feel like way too many. Okay, they hit my horse. Oh, crap. Shot my own troop in the head. My aim's gone sour. Oh, come on now. And I think their numbers are petering out. As you can see, their reinforcements just aren't the quantity that they had previous. There's just a few left. And those that they have left seem to be fleeing from the battlefield more than fighting. So, yeah, I think we're down to just a few. Is that it? That's it. Let's see how I fared. Dachin and Usner were both enemy troops, so that's good. I didn't lose anyone. Trustin got wounded. Gifford got wounded. Joran got wounded. Baranor got wounded. Ingolthar. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm just trying to figure out the sort of wound to death ratio for lords. Fafin got wounded. So Damien stayed on his feet the whole time. Morkan got wounded. Thomund got wounded. Vipon, oh my goodness. Sylvan. So it looks like a lot of my vassals got knocked unconscious. They just didn't die. As far as my own guys, as you can see, the vast majority of them only had a few kills except for me, and about half were wounded. The other half never fell. And in theory, okay. Baranor is very happy I showed up when I did. Hi, King Caladog. Hi, buddy. Yeah, you're my prisoner now. As far as troops go, I will take them all. And then for prisoners, I have to be a little bit more choosy because I don't have infinite room. So we see about this. A lot of my crossbows leveling up. No surprise there at all. So I'm cherry picking the 4 pluses. And then we'll go through the list and keep lowering our standards. How many am I at now? Oh, I'm not even close. Going for 3s. All is left is 2s. And the last group of 2s put me over. 37. Okay, 2 more. 1, 2. Done. Well, that's a good amount of prisoners. As far as loot goes, there is a one-handed, rusty but one-handed weapon that is decent. That actually might get handed over to one of my companions or vassals. If I don't, I do know that when I recruit someone next, they're going to need weapons, so I'm going to lock it in anyway. And I have High King Caladog as prisoner. I'm going to want to put him into... Caladog of the Battanians decided to make peace with the Western Empire. Battania would pay me, but there is no support for that. What's interesting, I'm actually... So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to propose it, because sometimes there is no support for it. And then when it comes up to vote later, there is. And it's only 100 influence to support it. Which is really not that much influence, as far as, you know, I'm concerned. Am the Intrepid, leveling up. Well-strapped. Give you a healthier horse. Alright, I'm heading over to Maranath to ditch my prisoners. Also, given the size of my army, maybe buy some provisions. Uthlam Castle just got besieged, so that's, well, that's useful to know. Alright, these guys do have a lot of grain, but I do too. I have a ridiculous amount of grain, so maybe other stuff. How's my grapes? I could buy some grapes. Fish, beer, butter, cheese, milk, wine, dates. Now let me go back there. I had cows and stuff I didn't necessarily want. And then, wow, that's a good amount of food. Then we're gonna choose some prisoners to be ransomed off. All of them, but not literally. Taking my Vlandians back and Caladog back. And then, of course, there is the case where I have a lot of non-Vlandian troops on me. Looks like Trustin needs a whole lot of troops. Trustin, you getting your... Oh, wow. Looks like he's getting his killed. I don't know. Do I trust him? I know. That's so lame. I know. Okay. Well, that's all the troops I can spare him for now. Alright. Uthlam Castle. That is this one up here. It is sufficiently being marked as being besieged. And that's where we'll head next. I would absolutely love to defend during a siege, but I've just never been given the chance. Some of this is because I roll with superior numbers, and if I'm sitting in a castle, who would ever besiege it? Serratus is gathering an army near Mag Arba. Where is that? What is that? Mag Arba. Let's track it. Oh, like literally right underneath me? I don't see it, though. Oh, here's Serratus' army. Okay. They're just so small they didn't even show up on my tactical map. See? Technically an army, but it's an army of one. I think Serratus is just jealous that I didn't call him into battle. But now that he's in his own army, I can't. So maybe he's just trying not to join me. I'm not sure. Alright. Making peace with Battania. Obviously, I don't have 29,000 influence. So I will vote no. I should not have tried to overrule my vassals there. Sometimes it works, but not always. So Uthlam Castle is one I recently captured. Oh, Jastian, I have really bad news for you. You know Death? Like the Reaper Queen? Yeah, she's coming for you. She's not going to be... Oh, I forgot to drop Caladog off. Well, you know, so be it. Reaper Queen cometh. So I hope my two vassals there are ready. Oh, yeah. They're ready to wrap up the enemy. And... oh, this is going to be fun. We outnumber them so tremendously that this is just going to be a slaughter.
Soldier to me!
Very interesting terrain here. Oh, it is treacherous terrain. I think...
Arrows! Stand apart!
well, I was going to put them here, but these... oh, no, they're turning around. You know what's best for you.
Mounted up! Everyone! Infantry! Onward! Archers! Forward! Infantry! Move! Wall! Now! Get moving! Cavalry! Horse-bowmen! Onward! Footmen! Forward!
Hey! How is that false charge going for you, buddy? Oh, shot in the butt. Yep. Yep. Don't fake it. You won't make it. Alright, looking at my positioning here. Hello. That is a vessel. I don't know who that is, but... I will turn you into a wooden coffin in 3, 2... oh, you're Jastian. You are the army leader. Alright. Is this like army duel? Yeah, I win. Who are you? Sven? I gotta be careful about shooting in this direction. I'm gonna hit my own troops. Just quit weaving. That was just a dude. Alright, I am totally okay using my ranged superiority to just rain hell on these little dudes. Yeah, I'll just... oh, man. Talk about fighting in the shade. Nope, that's backwards.
Footmen! Forward! Archers! Onwards!
Alright, I'm going to have them push up a little bit. Because I feel like we'll be able to get through their army faster.
Riders! Kill them all! Mountain on! Give them hell!
Alright, while I'm getting in position, just to make sure that the few infantry they had
Horses!
don't get uppity.
Move! Forward! Ride! Horse archers! Get moving!
Alright, there we go. So now my archers can really make it hurt. Unfortunately, most of these enemies just look like farmers. You know, they're really low tier. This was an army that was put together hastily with little training, and it shows. My army does not look like that. Bunch of veterans. Oh, listen to that crossbow noise. That's what's really ripping them up. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. Just like a dwarf, I went too deep. Summon the ire. Alright, so what they have left, I don't think warrants caution anymore. Because they're fleeing, mostly. So we'll just clean them up in the most dispatching way possible. I guess I've decided that the weapon for this battle is my bow. Until I run out of arrows. Oh, he thought it. Thought he was getting away. But laser beam Sarlin, not so merciful. Oh, well, unless you disappear. I wasn't even the one that killed him. Someone hucked like an axe into that dude. Ouch. Alright, 2 shots left. And I didn't make them count. Is okay. They were in full rout mode. Alright, let's go clean up the few of the cavalry of theirs that have not learned that they've lost yet. Apparently they're up here. Oh yeah, there's one. And he's already dead. And I think they're all dead now. So, 5 dead. Should not be any of my own. No, they're really not. What about them? None of their leaders died. Galden, quite happy that I showed up when I did. We'll take prisoners, or troops and prisoners. Yes. Done. Noble bracers would be great if they weren't worn. Take all of their loot. And surprisingly enough, my vassals still don't want them to end this war. I mean, we've done so well. Chi is leveling up, so we'll assign that. So if we take a look at the battle here. Surprisingly enough, Khuzait has been raiding us like crazy, as you can see. 12 raids, but they've only actually taken one thing. That was Vladiv Castle. Battania has lost 5. And they really don't stand to win anything. I don't know why my vassals want more blood. I don't think my vassals truly understand what a two-front war is. They this game predates World War II, I guess, or one, or pick really any two-front war that has ever happened, because it never ends well for the aggressor of the two-front war. But I digress. If my vassals just want to keep fighting, that's fine. I do have Caladog still somehow in my in my prison camp, which is surprising because generally speaking they escape pretty quick. You know. All right, taking a look. Onira is under siege, and there's nothing I can do about this until my stupid vassals say that peace with Battania is good. Besiege the town. 2K versus 500. My approach is going to be one of violence. Also looks like Bannerlord, Veshorki, and Galden are right behind me. They just captured Iolus of the Battanians. I think that's actually someone I've been trying to recruit. He's originally, yes, Azurai. He has, I guess he finally got some territory. Battania, like, paid him. I was trying to recruit him for a long, long time, so it doesn't really bother me that he got captured. Who are you? Raunel? Really? Really, buddy? Are you gonna just stand there? You know that... Well, whatever. Alright, let's add some cohesion before my army falls apart. So they all have catapults, which is why I'm making trebuchets, because I don't want... I basically don't want to siege anything if I'm going up against catapults. I've seen what the fire catapults can do to my troops. It's gross. And then after we build these trebuchets, I'll build the other siege equipment. Tazanor just gotten captured. He was... I don't even know where that is. The other question is, and I will answer it, yes, indeed, I am switching my weapons up. Why is my noble bow not locked? Oh, because I never, ever, ever take it off, really. Oh, my mountain blade, I guess, was never put back where it's supposed to be. At least I have it locked. It won't get sold. All right, so this is my siege castle setup. I'm keeping a very close eye on the feed on the left. It's also possible that if any of these prisoners want to join me, let me order... Oh, that didn't work. I want to put my Vlandians... Okay, that's still not working. I can't apparently change the order at all, but I'm going to recruit everybody that wants to be recruited, and I can give them over to Damien or Trustin. I was going to say can, but too soon. It's definitely a sore spot. And I'm going to do all I can to mitigate companion death. Okay, at this very moment, I have 3 trebuchets up. They have no siege equipment. I'm going to lead an assault. It seems to be the right time. As I usually do, I am going to find a place where my bow is useful. They are not backlit, so I can't really see the lower archers. I feel like gravity went up. Or rather, arrow drop went... I don't know. You all know what I mean. We still do have trebuchets firing. I'm okay with that. Hello, people. I know there's 500 of you in here. I shouldn't have to try this hard to find you. But, nope, apparently I do. Alright, let's soften up the left wall for this siege tower. Picking it arbitrary of... or just promptly missing my next 26 shots. Entirely possible. I don't know what's so special about this guy, but now it's personal. I feel like everything is either too low. Well, yeah, it's either too low or too high. That's the two options I have for missing shots. Okay, well, I softened up nothing. You're welcome. And I will happily be first up.
Infantry!
Unfortunately, I have no idea what group my companions are under now, because all of the unit groups are all weird. As you can see up here, I've got a little bit of everyone everywhere. So there's no way for me to tell specifically my companions or husband or brother to be careful. Oh, hi. You're a little late. Yeah, you're not supposed to let me up here. But, you know, I'm really not going to complain. I really wish that we had more numbers, though. There doesn't seem to be anyone following me up this ladder. Guys! Follow your queen. That's alright, I'll just get real hands. Oh, God! Oh, man. Always the ankles. I swear. I'm a relative of Achilles. Well, luckily, despite my early departure, i.e. flop, the kill feed is almost entirely green, which is a good sign. We took the front gate. They're reinforcing, but it looks like we're holding it. And cleaning the rest up. Actually, alright, Trustin got wounded, Gifford got wounded, Amalgan got wounded, Joran got wounded, and Galther got wounded. Vipon not, Damien got wounded. If we take a look up here, I can see that no one died. But what I'm trying to suss out here, if you're wondering, is just what is the chance of death when wounded. So I obviously got wounded. Fafin did 2, Abiletos. Luchin did not. Thalman did. And then, in my own party, all of my immediate companions did nothing. I mean, they stood around. That's okay. There wasn't a lot to do anyway. And at least they didn't disgrace themselves like I disgraced myself by leaping off of some random building. Oh, I also entered that fight with a bunch of non-Vlandians. My bad. It totally lapsed my attention, but that's okay. I can fix that right now. Epicatria is now fallen. I'm going to do the Tavern District. You know what's really funny about this is Caladog basically had to watch me storm his own castle. Yep. He watched from probably some sort of cage as we besieged one of his own castles and took it. Kind of without batting an eye. So, if that ain't, if that ain't salt in the wounds for him, I really don't know what would be. So, I am also going to be looking to buy better weapons. So, like, this weapon, Step Recurve Bow, is obviously better than what Richard the Stag was previously using. And then this is the non-rusty version of the weapon that I was using. In fact, Richard, you can have it. Let's lock down the rusty version, because I still might want that back. And then here is his rusty saber that I think he was using. I have enough money to not use rusty weapons, I guess. So let's lock down these broad arming swords and see if any of my companions want them. Alright, you, yeah, you'll want it. You'll want it too. I guess that went quick. That's okay. Ping 50k, not a problem. Not for me. Managing the town. All looks fine. Alright, taking a look at my prisoners. Just Caldog and a bunch of the Vlandians that will inevitably join me. And Epicratria has fallen. Has this changed? Nope, still not considering making peace. Wow, my guys are about as fired up as you can be. I guess the loss of Can somehow trickled out to all of my companions, who are all equally pissed. All of my vassals, I should say, are all equally pissed and want blood. And, well, I don't intend to stand in their way. I don't know what Phaedon here is doing. Chalia married Arian. Arian of the Northern Empire, something... What is this? Arian of the Northern Empire. You, 38 years old, with gray hair. Oof. Married Chalia, who was previously... I don't even know. I don't care about geopolitics. I'm not Bran. I'm more Jon Snow. Alright, this castle is about as well guarded as the last town, keeping that in mind, but of course their ability to make siege equipment won't be as good. Let's check up, nope, not Epicratria right now. Khuzait still has not really done anything. They're just raiding villages. I mean, it sucks for those that own the villages, because of course it's going to cause a lot of problems, and tensions and loyalty will drop, and the like. Galden of Saralandia taken prisoner. He was last seen at Lindorn. Where is Lindorn? Lindorn. He's kind of... It's not deep enemy territory, but it's deep enough that I'm not all that worried about, you know, that. I'm trying to click back to where I am. It's harder than it looks. Can I please? All right, Marthea, over to Mekalavia. Okay, there we go. The Kara Kergit, which was previously allied, I believe, with Battania, has left Battania in employ to fight with Northern Empire. But they are kind of dead. I don't know what to say. I think I killed Dashan myself, actually, in that first war that I was in, that first battle. Whoa, okay. Serratus just took... Serratus... You know how Serratus was making an army? He just took a lot of prisoners at Fenon something? Good for you. I'm not going to figure out where that is, but you're obviously doing a good job, so... Keep it up, Serratus. And Vlandia has a new enemy. Vlandia and Azurai just went to war with one another. So Azurai is at war with Vlandia, and then that's about it. Southern Empire, I guess, but Southern Empire doesn't count for anything, because as far as I can tell, they don't exist. Sturgia is building up a little bit of steam. The 1.5.6 patch does make it so that, like, destroyed empires can sort of return from the ashes a little bit better. But as you can see, Azurai is pretty small. Vlandia is still significant, and I'm really hoping to take some of their territory. And then we're about as big as, like, well, not quite, but we're pretty big. But still, there's no support for peace with Battania. I'm really confused by this. Well, guys, that is... Oh, and Vlandian Azarai already made peace. Wow, that was the shortest war ever. That was the one-day war. But this is all the time I have. So, if you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this sustained battle with Battania, and I'm not going to disgrace my vassals, and I'll just continue fighting as long as they want me to fight. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all next episode. Farewell, everybody.